Hey there, Lattafa released a new flanker and it's called Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue. And I was absolutely inquisitive because I wanted to try out this fragrance for a couple of personal reasons. One, because it says Moroccan Blue, and I will put up a picture on the screen here where I was in Morocco twice and the sky is absolutely gorgeous. And I was thinking that this fragrance is going to captivate those essence or those beautiful moments of Moroccan climate and the weather and the spiciness and so forth. And I was really inquisitive to try this fragrance. One second was that the Lail Maleki series in the Lattafa lineup is basically a series that is very loud, strong fragrances. So that's another reason why should you consider even thinking about getting a Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue. But most importantly, we are heading towards summer and we want some nice blue summer kind of a fragrance, and I think this one fits right in. So this is the Lattafa's Lail Maleki, which kind of looks like this. It kind of comes in a box like this. Let me bring it up close so for you to capture the color. Very nice packaging. And let's talk about it. If you're new to this channel, on this channel you get fragrance reviews, you get decants and all of that, and if that's something of your interest, then definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Let's get into this review. You're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this intro. Alright, welcome back. So like I said, this is the Lattafa's Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue. So okay, this is very nice, and I kind of like the way this presentation is. So the paper box is very basic, very light blue, sky blue kind of a a picture or a box you can say, and the bottle itself is very nice as well. Let me show that up to you. So the bottle is this way. It's got this lovely horse prancing, which is the Lail Maleki theme that you see in many of the bottles, and there is this jacquard kind of a feeling. The bottle is pretty nice, basic blue bottle with a cap that looks like Club de Nuit Intense type of a cap that you see. It's a plasticky cap, but overall the bottle is really nice, and the horse is absolutely very gorgeous looking. Okay, right, now let's talk about the scent. Now before I get into the scent, I told you that I've been to Morocco twice, and it's a very beautiful country that has got really good looking skies, and the country is very popular for its climate and food, but also on the streets you will find a lot of oranges that grow there very easily. They're wild oranges, although you can't eat them, and Morocco is known for its kind of nice spices that you get in the markets, like your turmeric, your cinnamon. All of those are something that you would experience there. So that is the feeling that I had when I thought about this particular fragrance, which is the Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue. And this is pretty interesting that way because, like I said, one, it is a loud type of fragrance generally in this particular series. So let me do a quick spray and tell you what it is or how does it smell. So look at the sprayer. It sprays pretty well. Okay, now this is interesting. The moment you put on, you actually kind of think that you recognize the scent from somewhere, or it sounds very familiar because it's typically a clean, neat blue kind of a fragrance, but more drier. Okay, now what I mean by that is you kind of get a non-sweet type of a bergamot, citrusy type of an element. One second, then you get a good amount of musk, you get some amount of ambery element as well, and then you get a sense of a earthy patchouli kind of a sensation. Now that note, that scent profile that you get in the very opening, which is this nice ozonic touch as well to it. It's got this kind of a spicy, citrusy opening, not overly spicy, but at the same time it's got this beautiful hint of dry musk that's going across, which is combined with a little bit of an ambery element, and then you kind of get this earthy patchouli type of a vibe, and that smells like that for for about 45-50 minutes time. That is the scent profile of this fragrance, and then this kind of goes linear. It starts to go lower into its dry down, and in the dry down you start getting more of that musky, powdery, detergent type of a soapy type of a element, and slight hint of some kind of a creamy, woody element. But then that's the whole scent profile that I am able to get in this beautiful fragrance from Lattafa called as Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue. Now when you think about woody notes of this fragrance, it is not a dense, creamy, sweet type of woody note. It's more drier. Everything is drier. Everything is flat in a sense to say that the musk is also flat, the ambery elements, the woody elements are kind of a flat element. Now if you actually look at the notes of this fragrance, if you look at the couple of the sides, it will talk to you about saffron, it will talk to you about jasmine, which I kind of don't actually get that, nor do you get orange blossom. Orange blossom probably slightly, because the opening is got that citrusy element along with a little bit of that non-spicy, non-sweet kind of an element, so there, but not overly bitter like like Porto Neroli types. No, definitely not like that, but a lot more subtle that way. The good thing is, if you do 10-12 sprays, if your spray routine is 10-12 sprays, then for the first 45 minutes to 1 hour, it kind of projects pretty strongly. The musk is pretty strong, the ambery elements, the patchouli that is there, it's it kind of brings up all of that, and it is pretty strong that way. But after the 45 marks to 50 minutes on so forth, it starts to gradually go down, and then the perfume, in my opinion, lasts for about 4.5 to 5 hours time roughly. That's what I've been able to get indoors. Now this is definitely not for outdoors, because if you wear this for outdoors, you might not even get about 2 to 3 hours time. Is in my opinion, you will not get that kind of a scent profile. And the projection itself is pretty soft. It is about 1.5 to 2 feet, but for the 45 to 50 minutes, it does really well, and then it starts to settle down. Now while the dry down happens, where you get that slightly muskier feeling, the ambery feeling that I was talking to you about, with a little bit of a woody element, like a dry wood kind of a thing, like a sandalwood, but in a more drier type of a way, like Tom Dow's Diptychus Tom Dow, where the sandalwood is a little more drier, that kind of a feeling to some extent. Now I try to understand how this fragrance smells like, or what is it trying to smell like. Okay, so I tried Versace's Dylan Blue. It doesn't smell like that. I tried a couple of more ones. So I have the Versace's Porum. Now it kind of smells a little like Porum, except the Porum, that the citrus on the Porum is a lot more sweeter as it progresses into its fragrance, but the dry down of it to some extent smells like little like this Moroccan Blue. It's got a similar one. I also tried to compare it with the Blue Ginger Dash from Kilian. Again, there the citruses are a lot more spicier. The ginger note is pretty spicy as well. There is the boozy accord as well, which you do not get in this. So to some extent, this fragrance will remind you of fragrances like Versace's Porum, okay, or any of the Dolce & Gabbana fragrances, which are like mostly detergent, soapy, citrusy, non-spicy type of perfume. Now this retails to about 1500 to 1600 rupees, and I will put in the number in the description, link below for you to get in touch in case you're interested. But for that kind of a price tag, this I feel is a very nice office kind of a fragrance, especially for folks who do not like an overpowering, strong scent that is very strong on a lot of citruses or bitter elements, or let's say overly sweet or floral elements. If you do not like florals, if you do not like sweet fragrances and very strong ginger note or ambroxan, then this is for you, because this is, like I said, more cleaner, neater, muskier, drier, earthier, patchouli type of a fragrance with a slight ozonic feel to it, which is more of an aquatic type of a feeling, but mostly resonating with the hot temperatures of Morocco, or the cold breeze that you kind of get in the seaside, that or in the oceans that you get in, let's say, in Casablanca, or if you've been to Marrakesh or Tangier. The atmosphere is like that. There is that kind of a sea aquatic feeling, but then you don't get that strong fragrance like Atlas. Okay, overall I would say that this is a fragrance that sits between, if you were to rate it, which is the best way to do, would be about 7 to 7.5, which is pretty decent considering it's a nice, calming, soothing type of perfume, which is good for folks who like subtle, clean, musky, ambery, dry, woody type of a fragrance with a little bit of a citrus, which is not very spicy or not very sweet. Okay, so at 1600 rupees, I think this is a fairly decent perfume to consider for this particular summer if you're looking for something for office use. Okay, so that's what I thought about the Lail Maleki Moroccan Blue, and if you've tried this, or if you want to try it, I'll add it onto decants. Do let me know what are your thoughts, and if you kind of like the video, hit the like button, subscribe and share, and I'll see you on another one. Until another time, take care. Bye bye.